Our rivers, once vibrant arteries of life, are now in silent crisis, transformed by human hands into fragile, simplified systems. The mighty Mississippi, once a meandering force nourishing vast wetlands and forests, is now straitened and confined by levees, its floodplains severed and replaced by vulnerable cities and farms. This story repeats across the nation. We've drained wetlands, cleared forests, and forced rivers into narrow channels, erasing the biodiversity that once thrived there. The chorus of frogs, the flash of dragonflies, and the rustle of riverside mammals have faded, replaced by the hum of machinery and the threat of catastrophic floods. We engineered away nature's complexity, forgetting that it was the source of resilience. The loss of wetlands and floodplain forests is not just an aesthetic tragedy, it's a functional one, stripping away natural water purification, groundwater recharge, and flood protection. Natural water purification, groundwater recharge, and flood protection. Now, heavy rains bring violent floods and droughts leave cracked earth as the natural sponges of wetlands are gone. We traded the steady pulse of healthy rivers for a dangerous cycle of extremes. Our attempts at control have left us with brittle landscapes and fragile water systems. The quiet crisis of our rivers is a call to action, a reminder of the intricate dance between water and land that we must restore. It's time to rethink our relationship with rivers before the silence becomes permanent. Human intervention has been the main force behind the decline of our rivers. Dams, once symbols of progress, have blocked fish migrations and turned free-flowing rivers into stagnant reservoirs. We've dredged, straightened, and armored riverbanks, transforming dynamic waterways into sterile canals. The rich habitats, side channels, gravel bars, deep pools have vanished, taking with them the biodiversity that depended on them. Ironically, our efforts to control floods have made them worse. Levees funnel water downstream with destructive force, and when they fail, the damage is catastrophic. The cumulative impact, damming, channelizing, and developing floodplains, has stripped rivers of life and resilience. Songbirds, amphibians, and fish have disappeared, leaving behind impoverished ecosystems. Our engineered rivers can no longer provide the clean water and flood protection we need. Recognizing the depth of this human-caused degradation is the first step toward a better future. It's time to envision a new relationship with our rivers, one built on collaboration, not domination. Even Washington's lush landscapes have suffered from decades of logging, mining, and agriculture. Rivers once clear and cold are now warmer, slower, and choked with sediment, as forests along their banks have been stripped away. Wildfires, fueled by a hotter, drier climate, have left behind barren, erosion-prone land. When rains return, ash and sediment wash into rivers, smothering salmon eggs and turning streams into muddy torrents. Post-fire debris flows, landslides of mud and burnt debris, wipe out remaining life and reshape river channels. Burned landscapes lose their ability to hold water, becoming prone to both flash floods and drought. Traditional engineering fixes proved costly and ineffective. Land managers needed a solution that worked with nature, a way to revive dead rivers and scarred landscapes. The answer, as it turned out, was waiting in the wings, ready to build and restore. The North American beaver, once nearly wiped out for its fur, is now being reintroduced as a cornerstone of ecosystem recovery. Without beavers, wetlands drained, streams eroded, and biodiversity collapsed. Scientists in Washington began relocating beavers to damaged watersheds not just to save a species but to restore a natural process. Beavers are ecosystem engineers. Their dams create, modify, and maintain habitats for countless species. Sometimes restoration crews build simple beaver dam analogs to jumpstart the process, making streams more attractive to beavers. When beavers arrive, they reinforce and expand these structures, setting off a chain reaction of recovery. This marks a shift from human-driven engineering to partnering with nature's own architects. By reintroducing beavers, land managers are letting nature heal itself. The gamble is paying off. Beavers are rebuilding resilience one dam at a time. Their return is a story of rediscovering ecological wisdom. It's a hopeful blueprint for a greener, wetter future. Beavers are nature's master builders, transforming streams with their instinctive engineering. They fell trees, weave branches, and plastered dams with mud and stones, creating deep ponds that protect their lodges. These ponds spread water across the floodplain, recharging groundwater and nourishing plants. Sediment and nutrients settle in the slow water, cleaning the stream and building fertile soil. Over time, a single dam can turn a narrow creek into a complex wetland teeming with life. Beaver ponds boost biodiversity. Algae, insects, fish, amphibians, and birds all thrive in the new habitat. Flooded trees become nesting sites for birds. Lush pond edges shelter mammals from moose to mice. Beavers constantly maintain and expand their dams, creating networks of terraced ponds that slow and store water. This restores the natural complexity stripped away by human activity. Where there was once a single channel, there's now a vibrant, multi-threaded wetland. Through simple persistence, beavers bring back the messy, life-giving complexity of healthy ecosystems. In a changing climate, beaver ponds are natural reservoirs, storing water that sustains life through drought. Even when streams run dry, beaver ponds release water slowly, keeping ecosystems alive. Their wetlands act as fire breaks. When wildfires sweep through, the lush, wet ground around beaver ponds resists burning. Satellite images show green ribbons of beaver wetlands untouched amid charred landscapes, serving as refuges for wildlife. After fires, beaver dams trap ash and sediment, protecting water quality downstream. Their work buffers rivers from the worst post-fire impacts, aiding recovery. Beavers restore a landscape's ability to regulate itself, buffering against flood, drought, and fire. More water leads to more plants, which hold more water, a virtuous cycle of resilience. By restoring beavers, we restore the watershed's natural defenses for both wildlife and people. The ripple effects of beavers extend far beyond their ponds, revitalizing entire ecosystems. Beaver ponds provide cool, deep refuges for salmon and trout, helping them survive hot summers. These ponds teem with insects, feeding young fish and supporting amphibians, songbirds, and mammals. Lush willow and aspen groves thrive in the moist soil, offering food and shelter for birds and large mammals like moose and elk. The presence of beavers supports predators, creating a pyramid of life from the water's edge to the forest canopy. Beavers are the ultimate keystone species. Their absence collapses ecosystems. Their return rebuilds them. Their simple act of building a dam sets off a chain reaction of abundance and diversity. Restoring beavers means restoring the intricate web of life that makes ecosystems resilient. In Washington, beaver reintroduction is delivering real measurable results. Projects like the Methau Beaver Project are relocating beavers to restore water storage and habitat for endangered fish. Where beavers return, water tables rise, meadows stay green, and stream temperatures stabilize, critical for salmon survival. Beaver ponds act as nurseries for fish, and once dry creeks now teem with life. Ranchers are seeing benefits too, as restored wetlands provide forage and buffer against wildfires. These successes are changing minds and building support for beaver-powered restoration. It's a low-cost, natural solution that works, healing landscapes once thought lost. Washington's projects are a model for what's possible when we work with nature, not against it. The beaver's comeback in Washington is a beacon of hope for restoring damaged lands everywhere. It proves that even the most degraded landscapes can recover if we collaborate with nature's engineers. Beavers offer a cost-effective, self-sustaining solution to climate and biodiversity crises. Their wetlands are constantly maintained and adapted, unlike static human-built structures. Embracing beavers means accepting a bit of wildness and unpredictability. But the rewards are immense. Resilient landscapes, abundant water, and thriving wildlife. The challenges of coexistence are small compared to the ecological services beavers provide for free. Beavers embody resilience and renewal, reminding us that nature can heal, if we let it. As we face future challenges, let's see beavers not as pests, but as partners in rebuilding the tapestry of life, one dam at a time.